Ladies and gentlemen, the Regional Director of the Installation Management Command, Europe Region, Ms. Kathleen Marin.
Well, I'd say that's the way to start a show, right? One more round of applause for those folks. You can just feel the excitement in the room. I know I'm excited to be here, and it's my honor to get to welcome everyone. I want to, all of you, ladies and gentlemen, General Boozer and Nancy Boozer, Dr. McCormick, all our wonderful garrison commanders, our FMWR directors. We have honored guests from the Air Force and our international communities and the field, recreation and entertainment staff, and especially to our volunteers, because without them, none of this would be possible tonight. It's such a pleasure to welcome you to the 17th anniversary of the Installation Management Command Europe's annual Topper Awards. While most organizations steer clear of any kind of drama in the workplace, IMCOM is probably one of the only Army institutions that actively encourages it. But our kind of drama is not that kind of water cooler chatter and political theater that catches headlines. It's drama in the service of our nation. It's theatrical drama that brings a touch of home to our service members and their families, drama that sparks the imagination of our children and makes even the most senior among us feel playful and childlike once again. And that's why theater is so important. It's an expression of the human spirit, a reassuring demonstration of life lived with passion, and a celebration of the lows and the highs of what makes us human. In fact, Oscar Wilde once said, "I regard the theater as the greatest of all art forms, the most immediate way in which a human being can share with another the sense of what it means to be a human being." Your passion, your attention to detail, not only as artists, but members of our community here in Europe, provides a powerful service. And that's why I'm really honored to be in your company this evening. During this year's Topper Awards, judges have attended, critiqued, and evaluated 20 entries over a 6-week period to include 6 comedies, 5 dramas or classics, and 9 musicals. Tonight, I'm happy to help recognize many significant achievements by our exceptional field staff and volunteers who were part of this year's tournament. The generous donation of your time and your talent has brought the gift of live theater to your local communities. Whether you participated on a backstage crew or as a designer, a technician, an usher, performer, director, or musician, your volunteerism has truly made a difference in Army Europe, as well as in our neighboring Air Force and international communities. Your outstanding work has already been applauded and cheered by standing room only audiences at performances throughout Europe. I am particularly appreciative of the number of hours that you've dedicated in preparation that's gone into every single one of those 20 shows. These popular productions, they greatly enhanced the morale, they taught valuable solo skills, they served as a model of teamwork, they honed leadership abilities, and they promoted total well-being. The entertainment program has a well-deserved reputation for serving soldiers, families, and the civilian workforce, including admirable support of our important Wounded Warrior program. Your good work is recognized nationwide through the festivals held in conjunction with the American Association of Community Theater, and you also promote American cultural exchange with programs that involve, teach, and entertain our host nation and NATO friends and guests. Year after year, you provide a leading example of the highest standards in furthering teamwork, cooperation, and friendship through the arts. I'm so pleased to be here tonight to help present the 2012 Topper Awards, but I'm sure you will agree that arts aren't really competitive. Everyone who has contributed, that's what they say. bad. But really, I say, and I do mean this, everyone who's contributed to one of this year's entries is a highly valued member of a winning team. And your outstanding performances are not limited to the tournament period. Each year, you produce a full season of live entertainment that involves thousands of participants who entertain tens of thousands of viewers. Your talent, dedication, and hard work enrich us all. So on behalf of the Army Europe, Air Force, and the international family, I thank you for providing top quality entertainment events in the tournament and throughout the year. Congratulations to all of you for a job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Marin. I'm going to now go over the annual procedure of reading the winners and presenting the awards. Yes, I am. One of the singers, or I, will introduce you when your time is come. You're going to come up on stage and stand next to me. I'm going to read the names of the nominees. I'm going to hand the envelope to you, and you are going to, everyone together, open the envelope. And on the inside, you're going to see the winner is. And you're going to read what's on the inside of the envelope, not the outside. You open the envelope. Because the winner might not be the first name on the list on the outside. And then you go to the center of the stage and you grip and grin and present the award. And helping us tonight is our Vanna. Jan Watring is back with us again. She will hand the award to you. And please hold for a photo from Martin Greason. But just one more time, this is the folded envelope, and to present the award, you open the envelope. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to go to top or hell. I've used that joke every year if you don't do this. But I just want to remind you that what transpires tonight could stay on YouTube forever. There are 8 daily doubles in here. That is, there are ties. If you have that, you open it up, it will say it's a tie. Please hold your applause. The winners are. So just read what's inside the envelope after you open the envelope. Thanks to Alice Verburn for the stage poster and the wonderful certificates. Every nominee gets a nomination award certificate suitable for framing this year. Your POC should pick them up at the back, in the back bar there after the show. Let us know if there are any errors either on that or on your engravings. Don't suffer in silence. I'd like to thank the VP crew, Public Address, Vic Phillipson, Andy Meredith, Dane Winters, Sandy Everett, and all the wonderful Roadside Theater volunteers for everything they did. Please turn off all of your cell phones, beepers, and pagers, and we have a 15-second rule. After we announce your name, if you're not up here to pick up the award in 15 seconds, it goes to the second person on the list. So save those tear-stained hugs and congratulations for after you get the award. And with that, Baumholder's Hilltop Theater present a dynamic, colorful SRO production of Seussical the Musical of a scope that would have eclipsed Cecil B. DeMille. Here are but 2 members of Seussical to start off Topper Night, Sergeant Johnny Mangum as Horton and Christopher Craven as JoJo, performing Alone in the Universe.
I'm alone in the universe, so alone in the universe. I found magic, but they won't see it. They all call me a lunatic. Okay, call me a lunatic. If I stand on my own, so be it. 'Cause I have wings, yes, I can fly around the moon and far beyond the sky. And someday soon, I know that you'll be one small voice in the universe, one true friend in the universe, who believes in me.
I'm alone in the universe, so alone in the universe. My own planets and stars are glowing.
Alone in the universe.
No one notices anything, not one person is listening. They don't have any way of knowing.
'Cause nobody knows that I have wings.
I have wings.
Yes, I can fly.
I can
Round the
fly.
moon and far beyond the sky.
Well,
And someday soon you will hear my plea. One small voice in the universe.
one true friend in the universe.
Who believes in me?
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. That was the opening number from Seussical, performed by Sergeant Johnny Mangum. Our own Sergeant Justin Kuhl met up with him and has this report on how performing arts impacted his life.
Well, I was ninth grade, and I had the opportunity to take a speech class. And part of the speech class was you also had to be part of a one-act play. I was finally able to really express some of the emotions that I was feeling as, as a teenager. Somebody to come up and say, hey, that was a great job, or something of that nature, instead of, somebody laughing because I shed a tear or something like that. It was an amazing feeling, and I was hooked. After that, I was hooked. I did it all through high school. I did it all through college. Did a total of 36 productions while I was at the college level, both community theater, college, and for professional. I decided to leave school and support my wife through law school. And then we ended up hitting, all the economic problems that other people have, and I ended up in the Army. A much wiser man than myself once told me that anything you can do without risking a soldier's life is worth doing again and again. As an actor, I got very good at hiding things, pulling myself away from what I was feeling in regards to any situations that we deal with downrange. My wife started commenting about how, more agitated I would get with the kids, and, I seemed to be upset more often, and, I was pulling further and further away from the family. But it wasn't until, my 3-year-old really, he looked up at me one day and he told me that he loved me, but he didn't want to sit with me anymore. I went to see someone in behavioral health. That's when I was officially diagnosed with PTSD. I'm really hoping that I'm able to get a handle on some of the things that I'm dealing with. But I'll tell you right now, if it hadn't been for the Seussical, I really don't think that I would be in as good a shape as I am. Being able to be a part of that show gave me an outlet to display those emotions in a very healthy environment. It was just like when I was in ninth grade. I was able to cry, to get angry, to be melancholy, to get upset, to scream and yell, to laugh, to have fun, to dance around and be crazy. And not only were people not judging me for it or being worried about what was going on with me, they were coming up to me afterwards and saying, wow, that was amazing, it was a really great show. On judgment night, well, that's what we called it. It was when the adjudicators came. And I don't remember their exact words, but then he looked at me and he said, Horton, you were the heart of this show. I'm sure I would have realized it eventually, but it was that comment by the judges that kind of, broke the last, piece of molding away, or, whatever you want to call it. I think that was the first time that I smiled for real in a long, long time. When it comes to PTSD, you're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. You are normal, dealing with an abnormal set of circumstances. There are ways to cope with it and deal with it, and you can do that healthily, which is what I'm trying to learn how to do. But there is no cure. If someone has PTSD or someone is having trouble dealing with something that they went through, the last thing they need is ridicule. They need a support structure. And having someone at their side that's been through similar events is huge. And it's not something that we like to talk about because it might trigger our own issues. So if I were to challenge anybody on PTSD, it would be to offer your help. And maybe even seek a little bit for yourself.
One small voice in the universe.
One true friend in the universe.
Who believes in me?
Coming up after the break, we'll have the presentation of the James T. Martin Award and the AACT David C. Bryant Outstanding Service Award as the 2012 Topper Awards continues.
We'll have more from the 2012 Topper Awards in just a moment.
Do you own an American spec vehicle and are not able to get AFN radio in your car? Log on to afneurope.net and click on the link to find out how you can fix the glitch.
Hey you! Yes, you. Did you know your AAFES fuel card has an expiration date? Haha, that's right. It's located in the bottom right corner. Check your fuel card expiration date or you could be paying full price next time you fill up.
Having a big party or unit event? Let the commissary take care of your food and snacks. Your commissary wants to make sure that you have everything you need without clearing the shelves to fill your order. The solution? Fill out a special order form from the store manager a few days ahead, and they'll take care of everything that you need for that big celebration. Your commissary, it's worth the trip.
Hey, can you guys take care of that printer, please? Thanks.
To learn how to properly dispose of your government equipment, contact your local DRMO office.
Welcome back to AFN's presentation of the 17th Annual Topper Awards from the Village Pavilion in Heidelberg, Germany. And now your hosts for this evening, Sergeant Zoe Stagg and Staff Sergeant Joe Labutka.
Welcome back to the Topper Awards. We're at the Village Pavilion in Heidelberg.
We're going to get right back into the performances with another number from the Topper Singers.
The late great director of A Chorus Line, Michael Bennett, once aptly remarked that no show runs forever. And indeed, no matter how great the reputation, a time eventually comes for the run to finish. In the world of Army recreation, we had to say goodbye way too soon to the likes of Jim Martin, who made a real difference in his lifelong career in Army entertainment. Indeed, each tournament and throughout our seasons, costumes and scenery that Jim made are still on view in our productions. Each year, we have the opportunity to reflect once again on his substantial achievements and to confer yet another James T. Martin Award. Maybe no show runs forever, but assuredly Jim and his dedicated work are still with us. Think of him now and all of our absent friends, soldiers, and theater family with this song.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return.
Well,
Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a seed that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we may never meet again in this lifetime.
So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart.
And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend.
Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea.
Like a sea drop by a skylark in a distant wood.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
Because I knew you,
Because I knew you,
because I knew you,
I have been changed for good.
And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better.
because I knew you,
Because I knew you,
because I knew you,
I have been changed for
To present the final two awards of Act One, please join me in welcoming to the stage the Deputy Commander of U.S. Army Europe, Major General James Boozer. James T. Martin was a beloved colleague who worked successfully in every aspect of the Army entertainment program, most notably as the chief of the Costume and Technical Support Center in Aschaffenburg, which lives on as today's theatrics. An annual award established in his memory honors individual excellence for a body of work in Army entertainment. Our 2012 recipient currently heads one of our most admired field entertainment programs. He has been consistently committed to professional growth and has provided similar opportunities for community participants both on stage and off, inspiring their enthusiasm for volunteerism and for excellence. His management skills and organizational abilities are exemplary, and his artistic achievements have been recognized not only at the IMCOM E1 Act Play Festival and Tournament of Plays, but his award-winning productions have represented Region 10 overseas military theaters and the U.S. Army at 3 consecutive national festivals, an act record, as well as the Liverpool, Nova Scotia International Theatre Festival. The 2012 James T. Martin Award for Outstanding Individual Achievement in the Army Entertainment Program is presented now with great pleasure to the Entertainment Director for U.S. Army Garrison Benelux and the Shape Performing Arts Center, Dan Lamorte.
because I knew you,
I have been changed for good.
There is one longtime Army Community Theater leader and participant who is notably absent this year. More often than not, he was seen here on stage as one of the topper singers, but always, always, he was involved in supporting one of our tournament entries, whether it was at Heidelberg's Roadside Theater or the Stuttgart Theater Center. The many talents he shared as a volunteer included singing, dancing, acting, all elements of design, writing, directing, producing, well, you get the idea. He could be counted on to give his all to the benefit of Army Community Theater in any and every way. His children grew up performing in our theaters. One of his daughters is a topper singer tonight. His wife was even pressed into onstage service on occasion. His gregarious demeanor, infectious enthusiasm, enormous talent are sorely missed and have been widely noticed and appreciated. And to that end, the American Association of Community Theater includes him among their 2012 honorees. If the family would please join us on stage on behalf of ACT, it is our pleasure to remember and honor our dear Ron Paoletti with the presentation of ACT's David C. Bryant Outstanding Service Award for significant, valuable, and lasting service to community theater. We love you, Ron.
Congratulations to those winners. Earlier tonight, we had some other presentations, and we want to take a minute to recognize them.
Best Makeup for a Comedy, Amy Hopkins and Edison Ruland, The Somewhat True Tale of Robin Hood, Ramstein Razzmatazz Family Theater. Best Makeup for a Drama, Twelfth Night, Stuttgart Theater Center. Best Makeup for a Musical, Lindsay Foland, Children of Eden, Aviano Community Theater. Best Hair and Wig Design for a Play, Greater Tuna, Baumholder Hilltop Theater. Best Hair and Wig Design for a Musical, Tina Peterson, Hairspray, Bamberg Stable Theater. Best Costume Design for a Comedy, Dane Winters and Sandy Sapatka, The 39 Steps, Heidelberg Roadside Theater. Best Costume Design for a Drama, Margie Richter, The Diary of Anne Frank, Ansbach Terrace Playhouse.
We're going to recognize the best military performer in a play and musical in just a moment. But first, back to the entertainment. Here are the topper singers.
Everybody loves to take a bow. If you say something quite sensational,
everyone throughout the nation will swear they said it way ahead of you.
'Cause no one wants to give the credit where the
Credit is due. Bow, bow, bow. I want to take a.
Everybody loves to take a bow.
And not the rights with great sincerity. And if he enjoys prosperity,
with an actor, what is bound to say?
my great interpretation was the real success of the play. Bow, wow, wow.
Back to back, face to face.
People are bowing all over the place. They tell themselves with knowing wing,
How when Gershwin wrote that rhapsody,
they supplied the ink. Everybody loves to take a bow.
The doctors say it's psychiatrical. Everyone is born theatrical.
And to prove that all the world's a stage, I want to bow, a headline in red, and my picture on the Stripes front page. I want to take a bow, take a bow, take a bow. Company, order, arms, roll call.
I'm Private Jonas from
Arkansas. I'm Private Smith from Kansas.
I'm Private Ryan from Maine.
I'm Private Burke from Wisconsin.
I'm Private O'Brien from Texas.
I'm Private Muntz from Michigan.
I'm Private Schwartz from Company A, and I guess you heard report. Other actors run a block away when they tell them here comes Schwartz. 'Cause when I emote, believe it, Jack, out from nowhere comes a maniac. I sing my song, I dance my dance, the others haven't got a chance. Private Schwartz from Company A. Community theater sounded the call, and talented service members answered it, successfully performing their volunteer duties in shows throughout Europe. Our next presenter will now help us salute the achievements of active duty military participants in this 2012 tournament. Here to present the award for Best Military Performer in a Play and a Musical from U.S. A.G. Baumholder, please welcome Command Sergeant Major Augustus Waugh.
Nominated for Best Military Performer in a Play, Captain Todd Bembry as Gary in I Hate Hamlet, Wiesbaden. Specialist Ashley Jenkins, Lady Marion in Robin Hood, Ramstein. Master Sergeant Scott Madden in variety of roles in Almost Maine in Grafenwehr. Senior Airman Christopher O'Neill as Prince John in Robin Hood at Ramstein. And CW2 Daryl Simpkins as Mr. Crawler in The Diary of Anne Frank in Ansbach.
It's a tie. Please hold your applause. The winners are Captain Todd Bembry for I Hate Hamlet, and Master Sergeant Scott Madden for Almost Mine.